Hey, Champ, you saw what Conor McGregor said about you with the purse bid?
Oh yeah, he did. I respect what he said.
Yeah. So is y'all gonna do it?
No, I said I respect what he said, but like I said, I'm a man of my word. If they want to do it, let's do it.
Hey Ryan, real quick. Leonard said there was spies in your camp. What?
I don't care what it is. They can't stop what's already gonna happen. Brother, you could send in the spies, all the Judas you could send out. It won't stop what's gonna happen.
Gervonta Davis, he did kind of pump Ryan GARCIA, man. He told him, look, I'm that guy. I am that guy. Because although Devin the Dream Haney is the undisputed lightweight champion, some revere Gervonta Davis as the best fighter of the division, and he's not even undisputed. So when he tells Ryan GARCIA, I am that guy,
I don't even know what to say, bro.
What can you say? This is the biggest payday of your career, and let's talk about that betting aspect just for a second. Now, the question was brought up. Shout out to Brian Custer. He was talking about the potential, relinquishing of the purses. And Tank was like, look, I put that, I put the call in. Ryan GARCIA, his counsel was basically stipulating that, I don't think that would be the best idea. Ryan GARCIA said, I'm a man of my words. That's what I said. But at the same time, your team seemed like they're saying something totally different. We already know Tank Davis is the A side. His portion of that purse is going to be definitely XYZ, including the ABC. Ryan GARCIA, but he is still going to make a substantial payday from this fight, the largest payday of his career. So just think, if you lose this fight, especially if you lose this fight by knockout, and on top of that, you lose your purse, we are talking about devastation. Forget being laughed at, being a meme, being mocked. Some people may say, it's commendable. You stuck to your guns, you kept your word and all that. End of the day, people will remember not only you lost by knockout, and you lost millions of dollars in the same night. But you also have to look at the betting sequence going through. In this fight, people will be betting on Ryan, people will be betting on, Tank Davis. You heard Charlo, I'm betting 15K, 20K, you go back and forth with his people. You know what I'm saying? Aaron was like, I got 10, I got 20, 25, something like that on Tank beating Ryan GARCIA. So besides people paying tens of thousands of dollars just for seats for this fight, people are betting their house on this fight. So as the competitors in this fight, keep in mind, man, you are a prize fighter. So you don't want to step into this fight and lose everything that you fought contractually to obtain financially. We ain't talking about the rehydration clauses and weight cuts, but you know what? Let's talk about that. Shout out to Hall of Famer Oscar De La Hoya, because in his opening statement, that's what Oscar was talking about. Basically saying that Calvin Ford and company, Tank Davis, like they scared. That's why they said, you can't rehydrate over 10,000 all that. Got to be 136, was going to be dire consequences. Look, why would you bring this up? This is Ryan GARCIA and De La Hoya and company, because you guys signed a contract. If it really was that groundbreaking, why did y'all sign a contract? Why? And although your body was, I got to give Ryan GARCIA that much credit, your body was starting to adjust to fighting possibly at 140, but it's not really that big physiologically, to go down and fight at that catchweight at 136. Now you hit Ryan GARCIA, the best shape of my life. I look great, I feel great. So what was all the complaints about? Why would you have Oscar De La Hoya making such an opening statement? The weight should not be an issue. The rehydration clause at this point should not be an issue. Only thing should be on the table is fight night. Because both of these guys have been in the gym. Both of these guys have trained their hardest for this fight, because this is the biggest fight of their careers. And although Ryan GARCIA hasn't been a champion yet, for him to be on this stage with pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world, which is Gervonta Davis, this is a huge fight. This is a legacy fight for Ryan GARCIA and for Gervonta Davis. This is also a legacy fight. Both of these guys are young. Both of these guys are extremely talented and gifted and have great futures ahead of them. Now, if he loses this fight, I talked to y'all about this before. If Ryan GARCIA loses this fight mentally, will he be able to bounce back? Because if he gets destroyed, because the emotion that you've seen in Tank Davis' face, Tank is personal. It's personal. You heard Calvin Ford. We want to punish him. We want to send a message through you to the rest of the division. Stop playing with my young. This is Calvin Ford talking. Stop playing with my young. And I feel that. Because although it's a sport of boxing, yes, the talk aspect is a part of the game. You got to sell the fight. But see, when your opponent starts saying certain things, then it gets a little bit personal. Now, I not only want to stop you. Now, I just don't want to knock you out. That's easy. That's the easy way for you to go out. I want to punish you. And boxing is a dangerous sport. You can't play boxing. So for Ryan GARCIA to go into this fight, he seems level-headed. He seems very poised. He's been holding his own during the press conference. But he hasn't been in that ring with a puncher like Gervonta Tank Davis. He talked about Tank Davis's punch output being low, lowest in boxing, as Ryan GARCIA said. Then you heard Tank Davis say, you know what, but I'm the most accurate puncher. And you definitely want accuracy over volume, because a lot of people throw punches, but they ain't hitting nothing. They not hitting nothing. So you want that accuracy to be up there. So just like Drago said and Rocky, whatever I hit, I destroy. And whatever Tank Davis hits, generally he destroys. So when you look at the knockout percentage for these two, Tank's is in the 90s, Ryan's is in the 80s. So we all know Tank is the puncher in this fight. Tank is the dangerous puncher in this fight. Although Ryan GARCIA does have power, does have great speed, probably the fastest hands in the division, one of the, I guess, fastest Manny Pacquiao, the fastest hands in boxing. So he's dangerous. He also has power. But that raw, destructive power, that's Tank. If Tank can take that left hand away from Ryan GARCIA, if he can take that check hook away and force Ryan GARCIA to use that right hand, to use a hand that he is not generally used to dominating with, then Tank Davis will win this fight easily. Because Tank can punch with both hands. Tank can knock you out with both hands. Tank is dangerous. He's a complete young fighter. This is the type of fight that shows who you are. This is the type of fight that both guys is going to have to dig deep. And if mentally one of these guys is not where he needs to be on fight night, he will be exposed in the worst way, because he's going to step into that ring and he's going to get hurt brutally. Calvin Ford, they already said, they made sure that they reiterated that we are not training just to stop you or knock you out. We training to punish you. And lots of y'all not, man. Like, a part of me loves that. You know what I mean? That's why, I mean, hey, you call me a savage, you know what I mean? But I'm a gentleman at the same time. But I like that. I like the fact that you want to go into that ring and you want to punish your opponent. Calvin Ford said, I want to send a message to the rest of the division, including Shakur Stevenson, who just came to the division, had a beautiful knockout stoppage. The division has some cautionary marks. Like, you know what, if I face this person or if I face this opponent, it's not going to be an easy fight. Shakur Stevenson believes that he can not only beat Tank, you know what I'm saying, but expose Tank. And as dangerous and as well skilled as Gervonta Tank Davis is, I mean, that's saying a lot. So that's a potential huge fight in the future. Devin Haney, phenomenal fighter, undisputed champion, about to face Vasily Lomachenko, pound for pound, probably going down in the books. So the division is stacked with talent. So Ryan GARCIA is amongst great company. But this is the kind of fight that's going to show where he stands. This is the kind of fight that's going to show Ryan GARCIA if you belong possibly in the future on the A side.
You could send in the spies, all the Judas you could send out. It won't stop what's going to happen.
But Gervonta Tank Davis, explosive puncher, phenomenal talent. He's coming into this fight pissed off. He's coming into this fight ready. He's been eating, but he's coming into this fight hungry. And it's not only Gervonta Tank Davis, there's also Calvin Ford and company, Coach Kenny. You know what I mean? Like, his whole team is hungry, not only for a win, but hungry for a statement. Because back and forth, fighters have not only been going at each other, you know what I mean, but camps is getting involved, promotional companies is getting involved. You saw Leonard Ellaby step onto the stage, and he's basically, you know what I'm saying, he cussing Oscar De La Hoya out, you know what I mean, saying Oscar De La Hoya been asleep at the effing wheel, you know what I'm saying, for years. We've been stealing all y'all fighters, you know what I mean? Like, a whole lot is being said in this fight, and a whole lot will be proved, April 22nd, Saturday, fight night. It is going down. Literally, somebody's going to get knocked out, stopped, and most certainly brutally hurt. I really believe that in this fight. When I seen this press conference and I seen the emotion in Tank Davis' face, that told me that, man, he's going into this fight. And just like Coach Calvin said, he wants to punish Ryan GARCIA. So what does the Goose and crew have in store to disrupt that notion? We shall see. Talk Make You Stand Up is your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You already know how I play. Share the truth.